This week, when we're talking about dissuading your teenage children from engaging in sexual activity, I don't think it is ethical to teach children to be afraid of sex. One thing I like to approach it as is we teach children that it's bad, it's forbidden, it's horrible. You want to fear it. You want to fear sex. To scare them away from having sex before they're married. We preach to them, don't have sex before you're married. It's bad. But then on the wedding night, they get married. What are they expected to do? Take everything that you put into them. You instilled all this fear into the child. It's bad. It's a horrible thing. Now all of a sudden it's good. If it's a daughter, now all of a sudden she's expected to enjoy it, be happy with it. Same thing with the boy, the husband. They're expected to go from horrible situations to, oh, it's okay now, we can do it. It's not ethical to use fear to get your teenage children to abstain from having sex. I think that you need to. And the other side of that is if you don't teach them it's fearful and that you're scared of it, you teach them that it's good and it's okay, then you get the other side of this whole coin. The teenager is going to be apt to go out and try it and make mistakes and regret things and things like that. So it is a fine line. You got to find that line. And one of the biggest things when you're talking to your teenage children is winning their heart. As long as you have the child's heart, I believe that, and not just a friend either. You truly have to have their heart, everything that they believe in, and teach them good ethical values, and teach them to believe in the way of the Lord. The Bible has everything that they could ever want in life, and I believe that if they do look to the Bible and look to the Lord for answers, that they will find it. And if you teach them that from a very young age to their teenage years, I don't think you really have too much to worry about, as long as they stick to what you've taught them in that regards. As far as using fear or strong fear appeals when choosing a boyfriend or girlfriend, it goes back to winning their heart. And if you teach them the ways of the Lord and the way of the Bible, then I really do think that that child is going to choose that perfect mate for you. If you decide to instill fear, or you decide to push your opinion on your child and how they choose their boyfriend or girlfriend, what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up pushing to the outside, and you're not going to have a very good relationship with your son or daughter at that point. You don't want to wedge yourself between you and the other person, whether it be the boyfriend or girlfriend. You want to support that relationship as long as it's a right relationship. So that's basically my opinion of how I would navigate the difficulties and arrive at the most ethical situation. Obviously, raise the child up right from the very first. Raise them in the ways of the Lord, the way of the Bible. And I don't believe that as long as you do that, I think that you can honestly tell yourself, I've done everything I possibly can for that child. And given that child every possible tool that he could use or she could use to make the right decision in choosing when to engage in sexual activity. If they're following the Bible, that's very well just clearly written. It's no questions about it. And it's the same thing when raising children. You use the Bible. Use the Bible. It's all written there for you.